and welcome to the Lifestyle First podcast. I'm Dr. Alka Patel. I'm a GP, a health coach, and a lifestyle medicine physician. And today is a bonus episode because I just wanted to take some time to reflect and maybe share some of me and my why with you. So this podcast, I've now done my first 10 episodes, and I think 10 episodes are worthy of celebration, my first milestone. And I'm so chuffed to have a podcast. My mum is my number one fan, loyal listener. Love you, Mum. And the first time a patient told me he'd been listening to the podcast and had tried so many of the suggestions and waited every week for the next episode, I felt such gratitude. So it was a weekend in November last year that I first thought, I'll do a podcast. Now, I have lots of thoughts and so many ideas every day, but which ones actually turn into something? Well, the thought stayed with me, but 4 weeks later, and we're now in the middle of December, I hadn't taken any action at all that was going to get me any closer to my intention. All I knew was that on the first Sunday of 2020, I was going to launch a podcast. And I did. And let me tell you, it involves a lot of work and a lot of know-how, way more than I had anticipated. And 10 episodes later, I'm thinking, how on earth have I made this happen? And it comes back to one thing: passion and purpose. This year has been so transformative for me. Have you ever felt like you're living in a bubble? The only world you know is the one in your close sphere. It feels safe. But when that bubble bursts, when that comfort zone starts to expand, wow, the same eyes, they're seeing things differently. The ears, the same ears, they're hearing things differently. And the heart, the same heart, it's feeling things differently. Now, as a doctor, I've known for a long time that my approach to medicine has been different to others, in particular to many of my GP colleagues. I just didn't know how to vocalize that difference until I discovered lifestyle medicine. Now, lifestyle medicine is what I call common sense medicine, or self-care medicine, or DIY medicine, root cause medicine. And I truly believe that our health is shaped by our choices. But there's such a gap between knowing what to do, then understanding how to do it, and then actually doing it. And lifestyle medicine, well, it bridges that gap. It's an emerging speciality, and it is a speciality at the moment, but it needs to become mainstream, a core way of practicing medicine and delivering healthcare by valuing lifestyle first. Of course, drugs have an important part to play, but not in that sticky plaster, quick fix way that we've adopted and turned into such an unhealthy relationship with the pharmaceutical industry. Of course, surgery has a part to play. It's a lifesaver, but neither of these should automatically come first. Lifestyle has to come first because it's such a powerful preventer of illness and reduces symptoms and reverses diagnoses and gives you choice and gives you control and makes you feel happy. And the reason why this year has been so transformative for me is because I've gone on my own lifestyle first journey. Now, those of you who follow me on social media will know that I've created some accountability by posting one post every day of my 365-day journey. I researched so much. I found out things I didn't know. I'm soaking up so much information and putting that into practice in a way that resonates with me. And today is day 262 of that 365-day journey. Practice what I preach, right? And that's why I just wanted to pause today and celebrate with you my first 10 podcast episodes. Because through this, I've been able to bring to you the Lifestyle First method, which I just love. I smile every time I say it. My learning curve this year has been vertical. After 20 years as a GP, I thought I knew so much. Being a GP is so natural to me, like breathing. I can just do it without thinking. Effortless and yet such hard work. Being a GP right now is insanely hard and yet still like breathing, natural and effortless. But lifestyle medicine, it makes me hold my breath, makes me gasp because the science is so strong and the art is so delicate and the application is so grounding. Qualifying as a lifestyle medicine physician, as a lifestyle medicine doctor, has been really important to me, integrated into being a GP and a health coach, that I'm not always a fixer, but also a facilitator, a guide. I love learning, I love teaching, I love sharing, I love connecting, I love blending consulting and coaching. And there's so much knowledge that's available to all of us now that it's so hard to navigate through the sea of information and understand what is potentially life-affirming and life-changing and what probably is not. And I want to share with you all that I know and bring to you credible information with a really broad perspective beyond the realms of traditional medicine. And so I formulated the Lifestyle First method. I love having hooks for my thoughts, and the Lifestyle First method brings together what I call the 10 key determinants of health and happiness, based on all my endless reading and research and experiential living. And the learning, it's lifelong. And that's why the Lifestyle First method is so important to me, because it blends the science of everything I learn about lifestyle medicine and its proven benefits with the art of self-care and self-compassion and making choices about how we live our everyday. Whatever our circumstances, even if it can feel as if we don't have choice, we do have choice. My patients, they're starting to put into place self-care and self-compassion as central tools for healthy, happy living. And so back to passion and purpose, discovering what matters to me has been a really important part of my journey in the last year. But more than that, allowing myself to discover what matters to me has been even more important, because we just don't give ourselves time and space to figure this out, do we? Too busy being human doings instead of human beings. If you've ever been asked the question, what are your values? You'll know it's such a hard question to answer. But if you do just one thing this year, do that. Set your mind loose, burst your bubble and explore and discover what matters to you. For me, my mission, which you'll see on my website, is to sow the seeds of lifestyle medicine into everyday conversations, to embed the roots of health into daily living, to create a canopy of self-care across the globe, and to share the fruits of connectivity. I've discovered that my core values are quite simply sharing and caring. And everything I do wraps around this so that I can live a value-driven life. And I want to continue to spread messages of health that matter with as far a reach as possible in as many ways as I can. And that's why this podcast feels so important. And that's why I want to celebrate just these first 10 episodes. So, my one question today is, are you a human being or a human doing? And skipping the research, just today, here are my 3 simple activating actions. Number 1, be you. In all situations, we wear so many hats, so try wearing one hat. That's you. Number 2, find yourself. Give yourself space and time to explore your sense of identity and presence. And number 3, value you. Don't be self-critical, be self-compassionate, be kind to yourself. So today does conclude season 1 of the Lifestyle First podcast, but I am most definitely coming back with season 2 and will continue to work hard so I can continue to bring to you the Lifestyle First method in a way which I hope is giving you some space for your own reflections and some transformative actions to help you to map your own lifestyle journey and be the author of your own health story. It's become integral to my own lifestyle, and it's integral to how I look after my patients. Now, I'm planning a 2-week break between seasons, so I'll be back on the 5th of April for season 2. And I know my mum is a listener, and she's an early riser and likes to listen when she wakes up. So just for you, Mum, from next season, the new release time for my weekly episodes will be Sunday mornings at 6 a.m. Thank you all so much for being here and for listening and taking steps towards healthy, happy living. Tell me what you'd like to know. What question would you like me to ask? One question every week. Tell me what you want me to explore with you. Please do keep listening and sharing with those you care about too. And of course, in the midst of coronavirus, the importance of caring for loved ones, staying connected in your neighbourhoods and communities, and focusing on your own self-care and calm is so poignant. See you back here on the 5th of April. Keep happy, keep healthy, value your lifestyle first.